We've all done that one way or another.
Those moments in parenting are wild. Like the first time you have your kid by yourself and you have to like walk in the bathroom, and be like, oh no, I got to take a dump in a public bathroom, and I got a baby with me. You're like holding a kid up in the air. You're like, oh, kid, you gotta witness this.
Why
All right. At least you didn't start with something crazy this time, Tyler. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Dad Strong, the weekly podcast where we talk all things dad. My name is William. We've got Tyler, and our man of the hour is Q. He's back. He decided to ghost us last week. No, just kidding. And if you're watching on the on YouTube as well, he is kind of darker today. So I don't know. Maybe he needs some more light.
Right.
He's trying to ghost us again, but he is back. So if you're new to this channel, we really appreciate you tuning in. So we as I said in the beginning, we talk all things dads. We're going to talk about parenting. We're going to talk about jokes. We're going to talk about health and fitness, the works. So today we're going to recap last week. So my man Q here was not part of the last week's discussion. So we're going to get his take on that, which is dad standards and do you think that they are low or lowered for dads? We'll get into more of that topic. And we're also going to talk about, we had a request.
Parenting standards,
Parenting standards, correct. Thank you for that correction. And then we had a request. We talked about this once before. Tyler brought this up for nutrition. Like when we're not hitting the gym and we're not feeling great or both, that we don't necessarily focus on the nutrition side of things that would really combat some of the stuff. So we kind of get down like, oh, I didn't get to the gym as many times, but we can do the nutrition. So he referred to it as a motorcycle and the sidecar. The nutrition is the sidecar. So we actually had a viewer that recommended that we talk more into that. So we're gonna do that, get into it. But we also talk jokes, dad wins, and all things. I mean, you name it, we'll probably talk about it one way or another. And we are known for going off tangents from time to time. So, but once again, we appreciate you tuning in. So we're going to kick it off. We're going to get right into the jokes. Lately, well, we started off with a lot of lighthearted dad jokes, and we still have those from time to time, but it's kind of taken a bit of a darker turn. As I mentioned once before, and somebody actually loves it, we are the official DEI of dads right here. We cover all bases.
Let's shrug off the PC side of things here and go for it.
Yeah, I mean, we trying to keep it. We started PG, but it's going to how we normally talk. So once again, if you're new, the three of us all also work together, and we are also personal trainers. So yeah. Anyways, all right. So who wants to kick it off? Cheers, boys.
Cheers. So I was out digging a hole in the garden when I found some gold coins. So I ran in to go and tell my wife when I remembered why I was digging the hole in the first place. So it's not true. It's not true. Sorry. Sorry though.
So my grandfather told me once that my generation relies too much on technology. So I unplugged his life support.
Yeah.
Somebody's gonna hate me for that one.
Yeah, you gotta be careful where you're talking shit, though.
Yeah.
You ready, Q, or you want me to go again? Oh, you're muted, bro.
All right, can you hear me now, man?
Yeah.
There we go.
All right, so Bob, we back in action. What is a long thing that men carry? In the gutter, I seen it instantly.
You said a long white thing?
Yes, sir.
That men carry?
I don't know.
Just the tie. Just the tie.
God, Jesus.
I was thinking though,
So I was raised as an only child, which, was really hard for my brother.
Okay. I was like,
wait, what?
What about brother? Oh, man.
Hey, what's the difference between an ooh and an ah? About 3 inches.
Oh, no.
Hey, I'm glad I went back in the face. Now I thought about it. We would have been recording over here, ooh and the eye. I saved myself. That was a good one. That was a good one, my friend.
Oh, yeah, that's good.
That was a good one. That was one. Oh, me. Why don't skeletons ever go trick-or-treating? Why don't skeletons ever go trick-or-treating?
Oh.
Because they ain't got nobody to go with.
Nobody. Nobody.
Nobody.
Here's a what did Tyler call it? Laffy Taffy. So past, present, and future all walked into a bar. It was intense.
Was that the joke right there? Intense.
Oh, it's
Intense,
okay,
like past tense,
Is it?
future
I
tense.
got
Yeah.
you. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Once again, it's not as
Intense.
funny when I have to describe
Intense.
to explain the
Intense.
joke to you guys.
Hey, I got it. I heard it. I was like, intense. I was like, why you said that? Like, I was intense.
The
Makes
long
sense.
pause. I was
I
like,
get it.
oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's one of those ones that makes more sense when you read it than when you hear it. So my girlfriend dumped me, so I stole her wheelchair. You know, guess who came crawling back?
It's like, oh no, he's going there. Did I ever tell you guys the joke about yoga? Never mind. It's a bit of a stretch.
There you go.
Oh man, I can see that, man. Hey, why is Peter Pan always flying?
I feel like I just heard this one. I don't know.
He never lands. Never lands. You get it?
Oh, do I tell this
Slid.
joke? I heard this one. It's kind of terrible. Do I go with it? I don't know. Shit.
Rocky, brother. Let's go.
What? There's gonna be somebody says something. Why is Michael Jackson not allowed within 500 feet of a school?
Oh, I heard this one. Hey, oh, come on, brain.
Me too.
Remember?
I know it was a hot man.
I can't remember. No, go ahead.
Because he's dead.
Oh shit! I
Oh,
didn't see
that's
that.
not the one that I heard.
I did not see that. Yeah, I didn't see that. Oh, shit.
Will,
I didn't see that
how
one.
dare you?
I'm appalled. I'm appalled at that. Just
Somebody's gonna be pissed off.
hey, you got me. I had to break.
Appalled.
Like I had to break character. I was like, "Ooh, shit."
He said, "Oh, he definitely went dark." Oh man. One more.
Love it here. I love it too.
I got it.
What was it?
Welcome to Plastic Surgery Anonymous. I'm so happy to see so many new faces.
Oh,
I like that slide. Let's see. I got one. No, I got one. I'm done. I
think I said this one once before. I don't think I said it online, but question is Google male or female?
I think you did say this one before.
Did I say it on last week?
It shows you how good my memory is with jokes, though. I'm like,
right. All right.
Laugh it off and go to the next.
Yeah. So the answer is it's a female because it doesn't let you finish a sentence before making a suggestion.
Maybe you said
that
before we started. I don't know.
Yeah. I feel like I'm gonna get a bunch of hate on this one. To all the females and to the ladies that are listening to us, I'm kidding. It's not what I think.
I got one more then. Okay, so I tried to warn my son about Russian roulette. Man, it went in one ear and out the other.
Oh.
Oh me. I like that.
That's it.
That goes with last week's joke where I said 5 out of 6 people.
5 out of 6 people.
You got any more or are you done?
The one that I'm done.
Yeah, that was it for me today.
Okay.
That was it for me. I'm gonna say mine for the end.
Oh, okay.
Good,
all right. All right, everybody. Well, once again, we tell jokes on here every single week, and we'd love to hear any of you. Oh, I have to do a shout out because one of our followers put one. What did she say? What do you call? Hold on, let me not screw this up before I.
You're right, man. You're right.
What do you call a bee that lives in America? A USB. Shout out to Brittany Stewart 8475 for that joke. We appreciate you.
Lucky.
So
USB.
Yeah. So all right. So as I mentioned, every week we tell a lot of jokes. We've gone on the darker heart side of things, but we'll take them all. So dark jokes, dad jokes, whatever you got. We'd love to hear more of them. So, all right. So next thing we're going to get into is the dad wins or fails for the week. You can have one, you can have the other, you can have both. I mean, I think if you have multiple kids, like the other two gentlemen on this cast do, and so you could have one or the other. And I just have one little tiny human, and sometimes it's both. Sometimes it's just one. So I'll let you guys go first. Who wants to Q, I'm gonna pick on you since you weren't here last week. We're gonna go with you.
So I mean, it was a week, man. I was taken out by the flu. So if you're a guy, man, you get me, man. I was a big little coward all weekend in my bed crying
The
and shit.
man baby.
And shit, feel me? Yeah, man. Look, can you grab me this? Can't move. But was still able to,
I'm gonna
everything.
die.
Yeah, did you do a body scan afterwards? Because like numbers.
I should have, you know.
Don't ask me to
But
do shit. I'm dying over here.
dead. Me and all my kids are like, Dad, when we're sick, you said you can still go to school, So I was like, nah, not today. Man, but it was still full for some wins, man. Not too many fails, man. My kids have been moving and grooving this week. Was able to still find time to. Each one of them had a situation, a teenager moment, that they kept running across. So I just felt like the dad of wisdom this week, dropping dimes on all my kids with advice. Come back like, yeah, Dad, that worked. I was like, man, appreciate it, get that little text like, okay, let me know you listening. So, hey, for my book of, having 4 kids, I'll take that as a win. They'll never listen. So if I get one that week, I'm gonna take that win.
Absolutely.
You drop that dime. You drop the dime on them. They're like, ooh, that's a good one.
Hit that
Thanks.
print fault. You
Yeah,
feel
yeah.
me?
Ooh, reverse cram. Like, all right.
Hey,
hanging from the
I
rim.
put the phone down. Put the phone down like I'm that man, pointing at everybody for no reason now.
Yeah, drop the mic, all that.
Yeah.
Just gotta, even when you're on your deathbed, you got a little bit of pep in your step.
Hell me.
Remember that time back in
That one time.
2026?
That one
That's right.
time.
Just hold on to that shit and be like, nah. I'm holding on to it. So
you remember what you said?
Oh, this kid.
I feel like that's like anytime you get a whether it's if it's a dad win or a partner win, you just like, we hold on to that shit like is the lifesaver. Like I'm gonna bring that shit back up. Remember that time? Oh no. Yeah, but you're never right. Oh well, actually, I was back in 1995.
The fun part about the dad and the partner was, the dad when you can let your kids know instantaneous, like, a good look at that partner when you want to say something too fast, then they get the car back reversed on you. Yeah,
Right.
he's
Well,
right. You got to silently put that in your pocket. You got to put that in your pocket.
It's like it's like the draw 4 card, right? Like it's a wild card. Like you got it, but if you use it wrong, it can fucking backfire on you. So you're just like, hold on to this shit.
Oh man.
Like,
Look, I'm gonna save this one. I'm gonna slide that back in the pocket.
Or you want like that impulse takes over. You're like, nope, don't do it. Don't do it.
What were you about to say, Will? What were you about to say?
Oh, nothing, baby. Nothing, baby.
Nothing.
And that food was good, huh? Switching the food.
Yeah.
That food was good, huh?
I feel like, yeah, no, I don't need any more hate online. I'm pretty sure I'm going to get more of it here later. So,
hey, Will, look, we just had to jump in the pot with you, brother.
I mean, I appreciate it.
Crabs in a bucket now, man.
I mean, now that the 3 of us here, it's like I am the only one that doesn't have a partner, so I feel like I can get away with more shit. But we'll see. Maybe that's why I'm single. I don't know.
Now. Yeah.
hey, don't put that out there in the universe like that. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
It's already been said. It's recorded.
All that information earlier was confidential, motherfuckers.
Yeah. I didn't say nothing.
That does not. Yeah. Thank God I have control over recording. Yeah.
He said click,
edit.
Yeah, edit. This has nothing to do with what we were talking about. Fuck you. You're cool.
Yeah. Whole podcast is
like, I remember saying that. You feel me?
Yeah.
Oh, me.
I will deny
it was, fellas.
Man, Will, what was your parenting win for the week, man? Or lose?
Yeah, sir. Let's lock in.
Or fail.
Man.
Whatever you want to call it.
Yeah. Let's see here. I mean, I already talked about, jujitsu, but Calvin's getting good at that, or at least for what it is. But I will say, it's a win and it's kind of sad at the same time. So it's this my son is definitely an old soul, but he's becoming more independent, and which I love at the same time. But it's it's one of those moments where when they're young and you're like, oh, whatever the case is, I mean, it takes you off guards. you know, I've been training him to, when he wakes up in the morning, if he wants to watch any like Wildcrats, PBS Kids before school, like that's allowed, but he has to be dressed, teeth brushed, excuse me, things of that nature.
Yep, yep.
And so, but normally he like comes in my room when he's with me, and I get like that morning snuggle. He'll like crawl in. You're like, oh, this is cute, and it's like, and it's great. And then you have to, urge him on to get going. But like the last couple of days, he would come in and give like the quick snuggle, and then he's like, "Can you get up?" And I was like, "Excuse me." And then he goes and he's
Yeah.
like, "I've already brushed my teeth and got ready, so let's go have breakfast." And I was like, I don't know how I feel about getting pressured by a 6-year-old, but whatever. So, but he's already done it, and like for a while there, it was like with his I have a debit card process for him. So like if he does chores around the house, I can give him like $1 for each time he does. And then every 2 weeks he gets an allowance or whatever the case is. So, if he does his like math homework or his writing homework that's extra outside of school because he doesn't have any actual homework, but then he gets $1. But now he's just like, he's like, oh, do I get my dollar? But now he doesn't even ask for it. He just does it. So I'll take that as a win for sure that he's doing these things. But I'm like, I'm getting called out now. And so I don't know how I feel about
Mm,
that.
man,
but
it's wild when they start holding you to the coal a little bit, like
man,
pulling you to the flame there. Yeah, ooh, like
so yeah, I'll take
being
that as
held
my
to a
win for
standard
sure
now.
because he's making mornings a bit easier to deal with because obviously I like have him 50% of the time, so that transition period sometimes can be a bit daunting, especially on day one. But it was like, oh, he goes to bed without fighting anymore. He goes and brushes teeth. I mean, it's just like kind of everything falling in line. So it's a little odd, but great at the same time. But the other one too was like, oh, we went to go across the street. I always hold his hand, and he was like, told me the other day, he's like, I got this, and just shook my hand off and ran across the street. I was like, what the fuck? Oh hell no! I was like, all
Yeah,
right, that's cool. So,
some things are out now. No, you don't. Not yet.
yep, yep. So, all right, Tyler, what about you?
Yeah. I can't take full credit for mine. Mine was definitely um put into motion by my wife. Shout out to her being an amazing person. Um, but like we went and did like a clean up a park volunteer thing this weekend, and like so she got that in motion. But like my son was really gung ho, like he wanted to like once he got there and he wanted to make like an impact, and they were building this little line of fence, and he really wanted to dig his own post hole, so like it was going to be like his accomplishment or whatever. um and again, kudos to her because she like really made it a big deal. That I was like, oh my goodness, I can't believe you did that. Like, they finished the fence. She took a picture of him in front of it. Like it was like this, like, you did that. He was all stoked about like he's like, I want to go back to the park and see it tomorrow. And and walk on this trail and like see like all the hard work we did. I was like, that's really cool. Like that he got
Yeah.
such a sense of accomplishment from putting in some hard work.
I was about to
It
say,
was
yeah, especially
yeah.
with kids
Yeah.
nowadays, like not even being
Mhm.
into the movement at all. So to see him
Mhm.
walk out of that with like,
Yeah.
I'm proud of what
And
my work. Yeah, that's dope.
and that wasn't the end of it either. So like I think we've kind of tried to lean into or instill that like it's not necessarily all about the accomplishment, but it's about like the process of doing something and like feeling pride and not just the end result, but like the work it took to get there. So it was cool to see
Yeah,
him
no doubt.
like take pride in the work and the effort it took to get that done. Um and, it's something I need to get better at doing is finding those volunteer type opportunities and getting the kids and the family involved and getting out in the community and whatnot. But it was cool to see. And it wasn't just him. My daughter was out there raking the pathway and getting all the debris off and cutting limbs off of fences and stuff. Like it was cool to see them out there. One, being able to use the tools, like try to ask some people like, hey, can you rake that up? They're like, or how to use a big pair of loppers, or whatever it is. And it's like my kids are like,
Whatever.
"Yep,
You were
got it."
giving your kids the chainsaw and just saying fuck it.
No
Take it
chainsaw.
down.
They use the machetes and axes though. Yeah, they use some pointy stuff.
Some
Uh,
pointy stuff. Wow.
but no motorized cutting tools yet. My son's picked up like a hedge trimmer before, and was like, "How does this work?" I'm like, "Ooh, you better hold that real still if you press that trigger, man." Like, I'm like, "Hey, I'll let you like turn it on and like feel it working once, but like that's not for you yet, man. Like,
Yeah,
that'll take
yeah,
a finger clean off. That'll
It's
take a
not
finger
even
clean
for
off
fucking
real quick."
adults at times. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
facts.
I don't know how many power
Seen
cords
it.
I've cut through with those like electric trim. It's like a plug-in style one. Straight from 1950 probably, dude. It was my grandpa's. Things still looks like it's only been used like 10 times. Like, it's wild how it's held up over all these years. But
It's probably the sharpest fucking thing there is too.
yeah, it'll cut through like an inch
Right.
thick branch. Like, that's nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why
Good
I'm
old
glad
ingenuity.
I live in an apartment. Fuck all that shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't mind doing yard work. I really don't. But if I don't have to, I won't.
Yeah.
See,
I
man,
struggle a
it's
little
cool.
more when it's not my yard
Look, you
work.
got a little Calvin. So when you upgrade, I got boys. So when I look, they know what time it is. Hey,
You
You
know,
can send him over here, man. He can do all the yard work he wants. Like,
here's the thing
right.
too. Like I remember used to, like I always had the dream of like getting a house, right? And it's still kind of on the radar. But I'm also at this point in life where I'm like, do I want a house or do I just get a condo with a view?
mhm.
Because like even if down the road like I get married again, like I can't have no more kids, so I ain't got to worry about that. And it's like, um, yeah, I mean, it would
That's
be
kind of
nice
one
to
of those
have a
cool things
little,
about
like maybe
condos
maybe a
too.
small house for me and Calvin, but like I don't know, I'm just yeah.
Yeah,
You
I get
got
the
that
trade off. I
condominium
definitely
that
do.
you own. You get one that has a pool and has like a central like yard green space situation. You
Yeah. I mean,
got
well,
it
like
dialed
that's
in.
what I'm saying. It would like it would have like green space, but I don't have to maintain that
Yeah.
shit, right?
Then you
Like,
have like a HOA type thing going on where you got to pay for the upkeep of all that anyway. So
right. But that's what I'm saying. Like my days of like wanting to have a house and a family, like that's done. Like I had the family, I had the house, I did the yard work. It was cool. It's
yeah,
just like,
it wasn't the end goal. You
yeah.
thought
I
it might
mean,
be. Yeah,
maybe down the road I buy like
it was just a
a smaller
chapter. It was a
house,
chapter.
but it's one of those things like the way the world is right now. I don't want a fucking house. Like, what did I
Thank God
see?
I'm
That was like
not
a 50
10
year
years ago.
mortgage. So like you pay more for that shit. They're like, oh, but your monthly payments are cheaper. Like you pay more in interest. Fuck all that shit. So
Yeah.
yeah.
It's only an extra 100 grand in interest. Don't worry about it.
Oh, no big deal. No big deal. Yeah.
I'm not even actually
Is that
paying
all?
on my house until like 15 years into the payment.
Right. It's like cool. I'll take two.
Wait a minute. Yeah,
Yeah.
sign me
Give
up.
me a 50-year mortgage on my house and a 20-year mortgage on the car. We'll be right as rain. We'll be
Mhm,
good.
mhm.
Car payment's going to be $100 a month, but you're going to pay $35,000 extra. Yeah.
Yeah. All right, Q. You ready to
Dude,
weigh in on last week's combo?
All right.
always ready to drop my dad specs,
All right,
All
that's
right. So yeah, we got our dad wins
coining
and
terms
fails
over
in.
there.
So now we're gonna have a
You
little
like that,
recap.
that dad spec.
Dad spec. So if you listened last week's episode, which we really appreciate, we actually had a lot of people comment on it and listen to it. So it's definitely a good topic to talk about. So we talked about, like I said, dad standards, parenting standards, lower standards. Some of the comments, or not comments, but some things that we kind of brought it up was the fact that like I saw a reel and the lady was talking about, oh, her husband's watching their kids and babysitting them, and so came across of like, it's our responsibility as well as dads. I mean, the kids are 50% us, so it's our responsibility. But it came across as sometimes in society it is led to like, oh hey, that's really kind of you to be watching your kids and giving the mom a break. Not to say that happens all the time. I know for a fact there are women that praise dads, whether you're single dad or you have a partner or not. Those are important, but it seems that
Right.
yeah, it seems like
Or vice
there's a
versa.
standard that's like, oh, if you're spending time with your kids, it's like, oh, isn't that cute? Whereas with moms out there, that's like one that's kind of a staple, like, well, duh, you should be doing it, but also you're super strong to be handling kids, by yourself, whatever the case is. So me and Tyler weighed in on it last week. Q, you have the floor, and you will give us your perspective, and we'll just comment on it then.
All right, what question am I
Lots
we're
of
walking
judgment.
into first?
So
What
just
question
basically,
I
what
know
is
it?
your perspective and thought process on the standard of dads? Like, do you think it's lowered out there for the society? Like, do you believe that society looks as dads taking care of their kids as a lower standard? Um, and what is your thoughts on that? And do you think it can hurt like new and upcoming dads? I mean, we talked about this last week that we probably all know somebody or multiple people that grew up with either no dad or shit dad, right? And we talked about this that like I don't understand that. Like the moment I found out I was going to become a dad, that was so amazing, incredible, and like the thought of ever leaving my son, like I struggle still to this day with the fact that he goes back to his mom's. It's one of those double-edged swords. Like I struggle over the fact that I don't get him every single day, and at the same time I value my alone time. So for those dads that are just like the fun uncles, they come every other weekend, they take their kids to do fun things, whatever the case is, but that's all they engage with, or they are not engaging with them, right? They're just buying shit to buy shit because they think that's how it is to be a dad. And it just, generational trauma they were experienced a certain way, whatever the case is. So what is your perception on
So
societal
you feel
norms?
dads have lower do you feel
Yeah,
like society has lower standards for dads? And
that's the
if
short version of what I was
yes,
trying to get
if
to.
no, yeah, if yes, if no, does that, help or hurt? Like, how does that affect perceptions of dads? And like, I think when we started talking about it last week, initially it was kind of that like your parents are like, hey, you should do your homework, but I'm not, I don't really care if you do or don't. Like, if you don't have a standard a standard set, like you're not gonna at least try to like, rise up to that standard, right? Um,
All right.
yeah.
So get the
How
question
do you
like
feel?
if that like dads are like supposed to be like in their kids like do America are we asking that or is it held to like you being involved in that child moment like so you say yeah I got my kid today is it you're asking is that being held
Yeah, like
lower
I mean, if
is
you were
my
to take
understanding
your kids out, say they were younger, right?
yeah
And
just want to make sure I got this question
maybe this happened to you, maybe this didn't, but this idea of like I said, that you doing your fatherly thing and however you do it and being a dad and being there for your kids, right? The society can paint a picture of it going, like I said, it's just a lower thing, like, oh hey, thanks for giving mom a break,
Yeah,
right?
you're out
Instead
pushing the
of
stroller. Such a good dad. You're like,
yeah, it's
just
like that backhanded compliment, right? That
okay
some people are not necessarily meaning it as a backhanded compliment. Maybe they are just being genuine, but it's just coming across like, as a mom goes and does all these things and they're amazing things as is, right? Moms
yeah
are
yeah
incredible in what they do. And we all know it, right? And then
uh-huh.
we all come from backgrounds too where our dads were great. They did what they could. I mean, same with moms. They did the best they could with the information they had. But it seems like nowadays that as a dad, you go and do these things, which may be a normal staple for you. Like, I'm going to spend time with my kid. I'm going to take them to a sporting event. I'm going to take them to go get whatever. And society can view that as like, oh, hey, you're giving mom a break and good on you to babysit your kids type of thing,
mm.
right? Instead of
right
just like I'm being a fucking dad, like
What do you
no
feel like the
my
yeah I
standard
get
has
where you're
been
responsibility is
coming
for
more.
from
you? Yeah.
Yeah,
yeah, so man, so my take, man, on that standard, like when I was younger, I used to get a lot of that, especially being like a black father, running into people like, oh my God, because I was doing the single father stuff with my youngest son. and it'd be things like, "Oh, you're involved." I'm like, "That's dope, man," because the whole status quo, like not a lot of black fathers or not a lot of fathers are in their kids' life. So I
They
used to
went to
always
go
get
get
like
milk.
the simple praise. Yeah, you never made the trip
What?
back, that type of thing. It would just be that pressure to comment on that. I have it feel like, and I used to always have that same feeling like this is what dads do. My dad was in my life. He never took the
Right.
trips to the store to get the milk and cut. He came back. Type shit. And yeah, so like I always felt like, yeah, when I was seeing that, and like you see it a lot more than what the world gives it credit. You know what I mean? I see a lot of dads doing the thing, especially even younger. So, and then you got the voice of the few that chose the wrong guy. That ain't there, but they're echoing it. So I feel like
Yeah.
that lowers the standard because, like, single moms, you're out there, the ones that do a great job, the ones that don't, still, you single mom doing a good job. But like, I don't feel as the world portrays, especially now. Now, as you see, I said younger. So now that I'm 38, with some grown kids, I see a lot more single fathers in today's society. So I wonder if that standard will still be the same. Like, because now, like I said, I got full custody of one of my kids, and his mom, God bless her, so she's involved now. Like, I had to step up, like, and I've seen a lot of that over my 20s. So it would be best like I don't feel as per se no more. I feel like that single parent territory is kind of neutral to the standard, but I feel like it's still, as a guy though, like it's still not as taken as serious. Like, oh, okay, you're watching the child. Oh, that's nice. Like, it still gets that under the, how you say it, the backhand. Like, oh, it's good you're doing
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like it's
Like
a
it's not the
quiet, like,
normal.
hey,
It's not the normal.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. So yeah, man, I can see, man. You gotta, like, to me the standard. I feel like it's kind of leaning more towards our dads out there to favor, like, because you're seeing it. I've seen it on Instagram. People being involved in the sports. Like, it's like more so getting the recognition that's already been there that nobody talked about. Because when you're a good dad, you just don't get talked about. But when you're a bad dad, every female in your city know the Facebook. So I feel like now social media has helped usher that in this era. Like, hey, dad's been involved. Who you think would teach people to cut these yards or, change these tires? So that'd be like I feel like the standard kind of got saved by.
Yeah, I mean, it all makes sense. I mean, like I said, it's great to see that. I mean, I think dads are always been involved one way or another, but it's also like, I know, I feel like the good dads out there, even with you gentlemen, it's like we're not seeking praise
I was about to say
for
that. Yeah,
doing the
seeing it.
things that we know that we need to do, right? It's just like
Yeah.
we may have the guilt of maybe not doing enough, and there's sometimes we can't give ourselves fully like we want to at times, but like we've talked about in previous episodes of like that dad guilt is tough in the sense that you feel less involved even though you did all the right things and things of that nature. And so when you're a good dad, you're not seeking praise. Not that I'm saying moms do either, right? We do these things and then society may look at it as like, oh, hey, you did good. Like Q, I'm curious, right? Because I mean, we can joke about it, right? But
Yeah.
the stigma and the basically the prejudiceness in the black community is like not a lot of people grew up with their father for whatever reason. Fathers, got scared, whatever the case is, right? So I'm curious on like your perception on that of like growing up with a father. One, that was all, awesome. I think everybody should grow up with their father, one way or another. But that being said, like when you became a father, because if you're just tuning in, like Q is the youngest of the three of us, but he has the oldest kids. So he became a dad way earlier than me and Tyler did. So
Yeah.
I'm curious to get your thought process of like, I
I know
guess, I
you
mean,
kind
you
of
don't have
stated.
to say it in a sense, but like, did
Yeah.
people ever come up to you and be like, especially when you're young, being like,
Nah.
oh, you don't have to deal with this shit? I don't think anybody
Yeah.
was going to tell you to run, but, like cultural wise, it's the thing is, I mean, like, I hate to say it too, but even in the Asian culture, it's like, that for the longest time, it was like, you get an Asian woman in your life, they'll just pretty much do everything and you can get away with it. It's like, that's not right either. So,
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
curious your perspective.
Yeah. So like I would say, I don't know, in my like my younger life living in the hood, the projects, like I would say like the misconceptions, like not necessarily like a lot of like black dads, like kids don't have fathers. Like 9 out of 10, the motherfuckers is locked up. You don't have your dad for a span of like 8 to 9 years of your life. You know, if he didn't die, I would say more so when I see like the not the father there, or should I say your father would be like military. You know, I would get in, you'll meet like a lot of friends, whether it be white or black, like that didn't have their dad. It was like more so like mixed parent household, stepdad, stepmom. I ran into, you know, like more so like with the white culture, the culture, like their mothers have been their dad, but it was a stepdad, mom, yeah, go to with. When I noticed in the black community, kind of just like you don't replace that dad figure. Mom gets a boyfriend, or it's just her. Because, you know, I would say the poverty line when I seen it's not enough time for her to restaple for the stepdad. You know, not great choosing for the area. So like that was a thing there. You know, I always see like when I was like my dad said before he joined the military, we lived right in Canton, right in the middle of the project. You know, I was young, but like I remember everybody had their dads around knuckle time, and then I would come back and visit when I'm like 9 or 10. Now, such and such pops probably got shot or got incarcerated type thing. More so, everybody's dealing with their father from a distance, or, you know, life took them drugs, so and so forth, you know. So that's kind of
Yeah.
like my experience growing up. So like it adds that extra stigma, like in the black community, like you got to be a great dad. You got to show that you're a dad because there's so many people expecting us not to have fathers or not to be like that. So you carry like me. When I was 18 and 19, I'm like I made sure I took space pictures so everybody can see I'm a dad. Like I'm not that black dad you're gonna make that joke about or make that
Did
stereotype.
you
You
just
know,
hit with
like
us with the MySpace pictures?
yeah.
Yeah.
So that's how when I was a
All
back
right, all
back
right.
then. So like.
Well, we gotta pause. Gotta pause. What was the song in the background though? Because you know
Oh,
your
fuck.
MySpace page had a song.
Yeah,
With your
probably
best friend
something back
Tom?
there. Probably some little job. Yep, there was.
Yeah.
What my careful thought of, what is it? The top 8. My careful thought of top 8.
Mm.
You know, you had to. Yeah,
Yeah,
so
you had to have your list.
you had
Yeah.
to. But yeah, but
Sorry.
I ended up like so that gave to like that. Like I said for the culture earlier for the standard. Like you had to be that representative father. You had to be in the law because like you'll see like there's so many other dads that's choosing the years of life when they're gangs and drugs and fast car. You know, well you got the opposite looking. You want to make sure like okay. Well, I'm gonna hold it down. I'm in my kids' life. There's black dads at the basketball games. Like as now, I'm one of the 3 black dads at the soccer games. You know, proud to be one of the 3. You see me, but so
And
yeah. So I
multiplying.
appreciate you asking that question, Will. Like that was a good one. Like yeah, the standard does hit different. Like from my take from both sides, you know, as just much as a dad, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Mhm. Mhm.
Well, and that's always one of those things, right? It's like the stigma comes from that culture, and then it's just like even in on the the white culture, it's just like there are certain dads that are just like I've met people, and it's just you hear these horrifying stories of just the guy being just a complete dill hole and blaming the mom for every single thing.
Yeah,
Like it's not my fault, it's your fault, and da 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 da. The kids are acting this way, and it's like, but you're choosing to actively not be in their lives. I mean, like I said, in my situation, I got divorced a few years ago, but I knew that in that time, like even getting separated, I was not about to like not be in my kid's life. And I put
That'd be
that put also a
terrifying.
bunch of things against me at first of like, hey, it's okay to have time for yourself, but man, I didn't want to be like, referred to as one of those dads. It's just like, maybe they don't go to your games or whatever. Like, I hate the phrase daddy issues, right? And it can go for male or female, but people have those things where like an absentee father, whether they're gone altogether or barely around. And like I feel like the ones that give us the bare minimum get almost it's not the right word, but promoted like the ones that have like the barest minimum, like they do the very littlest work or not work at all. That went to the like it went to the top of the cup, and those are the ones that are just like, oh God, hey, good job being there for your kids and giving the mom a break, da 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 da. And they get praised for bare minimum because that's all they can give. And then the rest of us that are putting in the damn work on a regular basis, you just kind of blend into the rest, and you're just like, so you almost take offense when
yeah,
somebody's like, hey, good job, but for giving you the reason of like, oh, I could go one way, Q,
Right.
you're black. So they're like, hey, you're around your kids? Oh, wow, good job, because you
Like
didn't do these types of things.
motherfucker.
You're right.
Well, black could come out on that one. Like, who the fuck is
Yeah, as
Mhm.
my one of my good friends says, the ethnic would come out
Lord?
real fast.
Lord,
The other
I didn't say
thing,
that.
even in my realm, it's like
Yeah.
I'm single dad, and so like having, I mean, just recently a job, like, well, can't you get somebody else to pick up your kid? Fuck you. That's my responsibility. Like,
Mm.
It's
so
kind of like you
situations
Mhm.
said.
like that.
Kind of like
I
you
mean,
literally just
even
said.
like in Tyler's, the
Yeah.
white culture, it's like, oh, hey,
So
you can go to certain areas. I mean, well, even in Tacoma, right? It's just like, oh, that person's on drugs. And I feel like if
oh
the
yeah, the
guy is
city's
on
bad.
drugs,
I feel like when
it's
you're
like, oh, hey, yeah, he didn't handle it well, and we didn't ask much from him.
It's like an excuse
And,
for it. Yeah.
so, but then it gets talked about quite regularly, like, oh, yeah, they were kind of a shit father because they couldn't say no to drugs. But
Mm.
then at the same time, there's mothers that do that shit, and you don't it's like, it's not, society doesn't talk about it as much unless you're watching a show or the news or whatever the case is. It's just like,
hmm
so, but it's somehow the shit dads and the ones that do the least amount get put as
So
the public enemy
this is
number
like
one.
my perception, like, because those be the main gossipers, the main ones in the community. That's like in every function, like doing that. Because I feel like the universal, like good dad. Like I feel like even we can speak like when your dad's solid and stepping the foot forward, like nobody, like it's not a applaud. We all, because we did that argument a little. Like my dad's cooler than yours. My dad's cooler than yours. You had that.
My
So
brother could
now,
beat up your brother.
yeah.
Right.
So now as you step, man, like you see all the great things that Pops is doing that we already know, like name the change. Like I feel like it was an unsung hero song for my pop always. Like my mom would do something, she got a job. I'm like, hey, like your dad got a promotion. She's like, good job, dad. Everybody just kept moving. Like that's what you, because the kids like that. That's like the things like the I had to say with the personas, like that's what you're supposed to do. Like it's just an automatic. And I feel like as
Mm.
men, we put that out there as well. Cause I know like when people come congratulate me, I kind of shoot it off like, man, it's all right. Like I do that.
Are you
So
trying to
like,
say that we need to throw you a party for your promotion, Q?
man, every goddamn time, Like, I was over here like with the little flag, like go Q.
Hey,
Nah, but
what if we take over the
A
party
little
that's
kazoo
scheduled
thing,
this coming weekend?
yeah,
He said, hey, guys,
yeah,
guys,
like one little
Hey,
lady.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna bring you a party hat tomorrow, man. Watch out.
oh
Man,
shit.
I can see it. Yeah, man. So like, I feel like when that comes in, because then like whenever I do have this conversation, and it gets to like bashing the dads, the look over is always, Lord, ladies forgive me, but one lady friend that chose the wrong guy, and now she's just like, yeah, no, I'm doing everything, and now you see like I'm the mom to take it to the soccer games. I'm this. But she's a lonely Facebook post like Happy Father's Day to me. I do this, like those type of things. Like drama always is gonna sell in America, especially in the world. They're always gonna have
Reality
somebody's
TV.
ear. Yeah, it's drama. I feel like dads, man, look, we gotta have an unsung dad hero song. Somebody need to write one that when we know we do something great and no kid high fives you, nobody says nice yard. You just have that song playing, and we're gonna come up with one for fellas. You know,
Mm.
Yeah.
that's just the
I said,
baseline.
we know enough musical people. We can make the Dad Strong theme song.
Oh me, yeah, no.
I mean, at this point in time, I probably could convince AI to fucking do it. So
Yeah,
Be your own
write it up.
hero, baby, some shit like that. Let's get it. I'm with it.
I don't know, man. We don't
we,
need to go to
we gotta
that
re-daddy
crunch
though.
playlist.
Oh, not that one.
had it deep on
That's
that
a
one.
good one.
God damn.
Yeah.
I was hey, look, I was definitely on that rock box today at the desk.
Yeah. Oh, dude, it's so helpful
Dude,
having it
yeah.
back there now. So helpful
I
having
mean,
access
look,
and
we all know. Not only do we all know, but the members know. And I can't tell you, this whole like last of the week, the members were like, "Oh my god!" I'm like, "Cheers."
Back
yeah.
to workout music.
Yeah, they
Q, I think you have to be closer to your mic because I can't hear you as much.
All right. I feel like
Cut that.
my computer's dying.
There we go. Well, did you fucking plug it in? God damn.
Man, yeah. Hey, look, we had an hour prep, and now we're like 45 minutes in. Look, we got to cut our prep
Why is it
down.
not fucking plugged in? Jesus Christ.
It's over there looking at me on the table. Look, my
Oh
God.
man,
I
yeah.
can't have it all together.
One
So if
day,
you're camping,
sir.
you'd have a
One
fishing pole. You
day.
could Feel it
Yeah,
in.
seriously.
You feel me? True,
Just send a
true,
text
sir,
to the
true.
kids and be like, "Hey, I need you to get in here. Bring me my fucking charger."
I could just be my black card. I'm like, hey, you know, bring your ass downstairs.
The bass goes up, or bass goes down, treble goes up. We used to have a friend of mine. He would say stuff. He'd be like, "You need to turn down that bass before you get talking to me." I'm like, "Excuse me? What the fuck? That's a fighting tone." Well, okay. All right.
Shoot.
Okay.
Shoot. Do we even
Anything
go
else
into,
you want to
into
add,
this week's
Tyler?
topic?
Q.
Just,
You're right. This
we
week's
just
topic:
ran with
how
that
to
one.
lay an
Yeah.
ass whooping on your kids while recording.
In the words of the great Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, the smacketh down on your kid. You know?
Yeah, seriously. I know WrestleMania is going on right now, so
shout
I
out.
think he's supposed to make an appearance tonight. I don't know. I haven't paid attention to it as much. So, he went dark on us.
He's gone.
He gone.
How's this battery thing work? It says it's almost empty. What should I do?
It says low battery. What do I do? That is fucking funny.
No.
Anyways, well, he'll jump in when he jumps in. All right, so we'll get into the next part of this here. We've talked about health and fitness quite regularly. If you don't know, we have a 12-week challenge that's happening. We are in week 7 starting tomorrow or today, whatever. So we were going to continue having these 12-week challenges on the regular. So if you're ever interested in doing one with us, please let us know. You can go to dadstrong253.com and you can see our links for where to follow us on YouTube, Spotify, Apple, or even our coaching page if you want to know more about that.
Back. I heard you, motherfuckers. I heard
not
you.
just a black screen.
You know,
he said,
keep it black and beautiful, baby.
You know that Verizon commercial? It was like, "Can you hear me now?" Q was like, he went dark and he was like, "Can you see me now?"
Nah, but I'll be showing you all my superpowers, brother. So you can't be telling everybody about the superpower.
You'd be like, "Q, smile. We gotta see."
You guys ever watch Grandma's Boy back in the day?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, where he's like puts his like cloak over his face. He's like, "How did he see?"
Yeah.
All right.
But listener actually brought up, like I said, we talk about hitting the gym and how we do things, and the three of us are very similar in workout styles and stuff like that. We're always running things off of ideas. And we talk about nutrition as well, with our clients and in general. But somebody Tyler once brought up the motorcycle is the fitness and the sidecar on the motorcycle is the nutrition. And sometimes the motorcycle gets a little squirrely and off track. So we'll talk a little bit about that, of like, why is it that you think that the nutrition goes to hell when you're not feeling good and / not getting in the gym or not getting after it in the gym as you think, and so we know that, in the three of us, our expertise in this realm, we know that nutrition is a huge part of it, and stuff like that. When Q can speak on the illness side of things because he just became the big man baby this last week.
Most definitely.
So what are your guys' thoughts on why you think nutrition kind of goes to the waste a bit? On some level, being sick, I can get that.
Being sick,
especially if you don't have the support system. Like I said, with me, if I'm sick and I have my son, man, it is ramen and mac and cheese, because that's all I got the energy to muster up.
Pile of food on the floor, be like, "Hey, yo, help yourself." That's
yeah. You know what? I will throw in some spinach and some broccoli with some of that shit. Get some greens in there, but
man,
yeah.
Hey,
shout out to my kids now, man. They'll be cooking stuff up. Like,
I just want to say, it reminded me of a side note, being sick, parenting babies, man. Like when I crawl, I used to make like a pillow fort. I'll make a pillow fort, put some of the toys in there and just like, look, when I pass out for this hour, this baby's still in this fort. You're sick, looking down, picking like, you're still there. Okay.
Oh yeah, no, I think we've all done that one way or another.
Those moments in parenting are wild. Like the first time you have your kid by yourself and you have to like walk in the bathroom, like, oh no, I got to take a dump in a public bathroom and I got a baby with me. You're like holding a kid up in the air. Like, sorry, kid, you gotta witness this.
Yes.
Why you saying that?
I think that was my first home
experience. Yeah, like how the fuck? I think I took a bit. Yeah, we're in the stall
There's
together. Yeah,
there's no
I
booster
think,
seat.
yeah.
yeah,
Nothing.
I can't say that. Oh
I've
man,
been there.
I think maybe a couple times that like if the kid, I would put him in the
Erase the
stroller and just
trauma,
wheel
Will.
that bitch
Don't
into the
worry.
handicap stall and just
Right.
take a deuce.
Yeah,
But
but sometimes that's not available. Though all you got
Yeah,
is
you gotta make it work.
the chest carrier thing where you're like,
first of all, I don't
or
know who
even
you
that,
think
or
I
sometimes even
am,
that.
Tyler. Like, you think that I wore one of those fucking things like
I
ever?
wear it all the time, dude.
Yeah,
Nope.
and the
Time is
like
reversible.
in the community,
Shoot.
Will you would in the culture you would got
Yeah,
you got a
yeah.
man
Sorry, was
backpack
yours
on, a baby
made from bamboo or something instead, or is that
Yeah, nah,
Wow.
we took a
Jesus
shot.
Christ.
call me out wearing a
No,
child
I look.
carrier?
Actually,
Like,
Oh, me.
the funny thing is, so
put some scaffolding
I
up, Will.
never.
It's not manly enough.
It's
The
it
babies
was
are
panda.
walking.
It was panda
Babies are
colors. You
walking.
fucks.
Okay, okay,
Black
okay.
and white. No,
Yeah, I'm
so
going to
A little panda mask.
Lord
that's right.
Jesus. I'm sorry. Go to hell.
Yeah, 100%.
Gasoline
But I appreciate you.
drawers.
So
Gasoline
no, there was a
drawers.
time I didn't wear the thing that wore in the front.
Okay,
But I had this thing that I bought. Ah, fuck, what was it called?
probably know the name
Anyways,
of
it was
it. But
basically like a chair that sat on your shoulders.
yeah, or the
And
feet
so
can
instead
stand
of the
on it or
kid sitting on
something.
your shoulders, you put them in there, they seat belted, and then they strapped in, and then it had like it was a backpack harness a little bit, and then it had a little mirror that I could see up there. And I took we went to San Diego, went to the zoo. Man, my kid, that
I
was
can
the
imagine looking at the
greatest
review.
thing ever. He could touch everything, and I hands free. He was strapped in. I didn't have to hold his feet or anything, and his supported took all the
Old
weight.
though,
say-
like I'm talking like they can't hold their neck up yet. Like
He was
Baby Luke
two
Snack
and a
Johnson.
half.
no, I'm talking like
Mhm.
6 months old, man. Like
Yeah, like
Oh,
you
yeah,
got no
no.
like
choice.
you're gonna be taking your deuce, and the kid might erp on you as you're.
No, that's
It's just
called.
all bad.
First of all,
It's just all bad
I would
situation.
pinch it off if I had to go. I would know, and then his ass is in a stroller. Or no,
Mm.
no.
Man, you're talking a big game right now.
Yeah.
Like,
I got
Right.
always
state
Yeah.
control. Thank you very much. So you guys can get fucked. Like no. And I already have
Never
an
happened
issue
to
with.
me.
I have an issue with public bathrooms, anyways. So yeah.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, construction beat that out of me, man. Yeah,
Like if I
sometimes.
go to a Mariners game, I'm
See,
not
look, yeah.
shitting at a Mariners game. I'm just not doing it. I can't do it.
Mm,
I
I can
will
see
pee,
that.
and yeah,
I can see
I'm
that.
not
Sometimes,
doing
like
it.
if you go traveling, your insides shut down for like 2 days. You're like, whoa, this.
Yeah, no, I just
it works.
yeah. Even at the gym, I'm like hesitant. I'm like,
Mm.
I miss the days like at the gym I used to work at way back in the day. Well, we did this at Fitness Quest, but
The secret bathroom in the back.
yeah. But no, when I worked at Bally's long
Tape
time
up
ago,
the,
right? Bally's had kids care, and they had a bathroom in the kids club, but it was closed from 12 to
was
4.
LA Fitness.
Oh man, that was my spot.
Hey, with the little toilet in there.
No, it was a full size
Oh,
toilet.
potty potty.
Yeah.
Your knees are up here.
Hey, Will,
Yeah.
yeah.
No, it was 100% full size toilet, door locked, everything. Yeah. Yeah, me and Tyler, when we worked at FQ, we had a couple spots that you could be like, nah, this is a hidden
Go
spot.
tag off.
Oh,
Yeah,
dude, I
the
remember.
only
I
certain
remember when
staff
I
members
moved
knew about it.
that out of order sign onto the bathroom door because I was like,
Yeah,
I'll
shit
move
don't
a
work.
couple rolls in here. Yeah, don't worry about this one, guys.
Yeah.
It's for me.
Till the plumbing broke. Anyways, all right.
Well, I mean, that was
Tangent.
the
There
whole
you go,
building,
people.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So your thoughts on nutrition and why it can take that turn down the negative spiral.
Yeah. Why is it
when
hard when
you're
they're not coupled together? Or why is it hard to couple both of them together?
yeah.
Man, I feel like, man,
Yeah.
like, I feel like just man, like the physical, like what you see, you can touch aspects, like kind of takes over as that human brain. Like you be like, okay, I'm moving fast, busy day. I can sacrifice this meal, even though like we know, but you feel like the force, the effort, and all that of the working out, it's still that you can touch it, you can feel it. It's still that belief that with the nutrition, as we know the effects and all that. I feel like in the typical mind, like you don't see that in your head. It's like, okay, I'm still lifting these weights. I'm still pushing this effort. my body knows. When I seen the inside that you don't have that energy source being used, so you're not maximizing. You don't have the protein you need to recover, all that. So like, you make that sacrifice. Like, hey, I'm gonna still get the workout in because you get the physical benefits from it, like the feel good mental feeling, like the feel good. This okay, I still did that
So it's
workout.
not as tangible, like
Yeah, I feel like you deal with
can't
that
can't
mentally.
touch it, feel it,
Yeah,
like
yeah, exactly.
in that moment, right? Yeah,
Yeah.
you don't feel
So I
the
feel like you like
resistance.
yeah, exactly. So you make that choice. Okay, yeah, so I'm just get to work in. Then I feel like what kind of with me kind of defeats like I try to get it back like when I was sick this week. Like me knowing and being a trainer now, I'm like, I gotta eat. I was forced supplementing while I'm sick because I know like man, if I don't, I'm gonna come back from this dehydrated, weak, then I'm it just flat out blind. And it's gonna take me 2 weeks to get back in the gym because my body just don't have that. So I'm in there,
Mhm.
man. I'm electrolyte up. I bought that liquid IV, the bag to the
Yeah.
side, and I was supplementing them in before. Like I'm just saying, before my knowledge, I wouldn't have known that. I would have just took that lying down. Like I'm not gonna eat till 2 days later. When I do, I'm going for the straight first sugary fatties because your body has that fat sugary crave.
You know
I'm
what
just
you
gonna
should
nail
have
it
for your
in.
steak? A Pop-Tart. Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
you
a
know
good
what I
one.
mean.
That's a good one. That'll go down easy.
I've been vomiting for 3 days, but you know what sounds delicious? A double cheeseburger.
You know, and
Uh-huh.
that's 10
Yeah, that's
clicks.
gonna
And
sit great.
right, and not a homemade one. Fuck all that. Like, give me a Jack in the Box Baconator, or not Baconator.
Yeah, right.
What Bacon Ultimate
Uh,
Cheeseburger, whatever the
And
fuck it's called.
as we
Baconator's
joke,
Wendy's.
man, I don't know how many times, like right after my sore throat subsided and being sick, I would definitely go do that fat boy shit right there.
yeah, like
Definitely would before.
sore throats go away. I'm
That
gonna get
is,
some
we no longer say
South
that
kids.
phrase.
Yeah,
We say healthy big.
healthy big. She said corrected. I stand corrected.
My bad, Will. My bad.
Don't find me.
Yeah,
Yeah,
right.
don't find me.
God, people are gonna come for us in
I'm
this
just here so I
episode.
don't
The
get
comments are
fined.
gonna. Yeah,
Right.
seriously. I'm just gonna go mute. Everybody hit mute right now. No, just
It's how you feel about that topic, Tyler?
Oh man. I feel like it's interesting. Yeah, like so dialing in nutrition without exercise for me is extra hard. I almost have to have like a goal in mind or a thing I'm competing for um or feel it for a while too. Like if you know you're like, okay, you're locked in, you've been working out for 6 weeks straight, you're starting to see some gains, and you notice the days where you eat something the day before, right? And then you come in to work out the next day, like, man, I'm just kind of dragging butt, or you didn't get your sleep. I think it's easier for me to see that as like food for fuel, as when I'm not working out on the regular or consistent with it or making gains. Like, um, I'm not really like fueling anything. I'm only eating because I'm hungry, right? Like my stomach's telling me like put something
True.
in your mouth
Yeah.
hole
Eat.
to
Yeah,
shut my
eat.
tummy up.
Fact.
Like,
that's what she said.
um, yeah. so
Hey,
so
that
I
was a
think
setup. Yeah, that
that's kind
was.
of the difference for me. Like but even like you're talking
But I
about
agree
too
though.
with being sick, you still had that goal of like, shoot, I don't want this to linger. So I am going to make a couple better choices. I am going to uh, supplement and drink the water and not let this keep a hold of me for the next couple of weeks. Whereas like if I'm not able to leave the house, like, back like COVID type times, you're like, you can't go outside of the house. There's nothing to do. I'm like, well, why, other than to keep the illness away, right?
Exactly.
Like, why eat this stuff to fuel the body, right? So I think it's
Right.
harder to like you get a lot of people like, hey, you should come to the gym and work out. Like, ooh, I got to get my diet under control first, or I gotta work
Mhm.
out a little bit. I got to go
Yeah.
on for walks first to get healthy. It's like there's something weird
Wow.
about like once you get like the whole like it's almost like my wife uses the spinning plates analogy, right? Like you got to get a few
Mhm.
plates spinning, and like
Oh yeah,
when they're all like spinning in harmony, it just feels right, right?
Yeah.
And then
Right.
you lose
Exactly.
one, it's like, well, why keep the other one going? I don't have this one going.
And so, and I kind of like what you just said earlier too about like it was dollar nutrition and like it's kind of like the tale like why when people feel like the goal's not there, right? Like
mhm.
you just said, nutrition goes because like I feel you like when the challenge like this challenge, like I feel like as with keeping my diet as moderately in check as I can at the moment because I know like we have an outcome. But when I'm just periodically working out, I'm not stacking in like the protein goal, I'm not putting it at the forefront like I should, or stepping in. Cause I'm like,
Yeah.
man, I'm just gonna eat. I'm maintaining. At the same time, we're not maintaining because I'm still not maintaining an adequate diet for the moving
Mhm.
and walk. It's like I feel like you got to reach out personally and attach like a goal. Cause like you said, when you're sick, like me, I feel like if I wasn't sick, I still wouldn't have added all the supplementation. What I did when I was sick, I should have been doing that on my day by days.
Would you have gotten
You
sick
take your
if
glutamine,
you were
all the glutamine.
if you were
Yeah,
doing that first, right?
facts.
Um,
Yeah, exactly.
yeah, I think that kind of comes back to a bit of like I think of our training time at our offsite location for a while there. How potent is your goal? Like like how important to you is that goal? And like, we come up with like with our challenge, right? It's important for me to see progress with that. Like I don't want to have 12 weeks go by and be like, well, shit, what was I doing? Right.
Yeah.
By the end of it, but, like, what keeps you like, 12 weeks is a decent amount of time to, like, have yourself, veer from your path, right? Or have hardships come along, you get a little injury, your shoulder gets a little ick, or,
I
okay,
feel attacked.
you got a surgery coming up, you got, a flu that grabs you, like,
Right.
how do you keep that goal to,
Chugging
within
forward.
reach, right?
Yeah.
Like,
Right.
or make adjustments to it. Sometimes a previous
Mhm.
goal isn't something you're going to hit. Okay, I'm not gonna over the next
Pivot.
over the next what you say we're 7 weeks in, over the next 5 weeks, I'm not gonna be putting a lot of muscle. Okay, that was my main goal to begin with. If I'm gonna be recovering from a surgery here in a little bit, like okay, then what's my next goal instead, right? Like, um,
Right. I like
is
that.
it okay over the next 5 weeks? I want to like make sure maybe I got to pre-cook some meals and stay extra dialed in and work on my recovery, right? Like, or so I think maybe that's part of it. Maybe that's the overall arcing thing is to analyze your goals and make sure that they are still the goals that you actually want or should have marked down for yourself.
Right. Yeah, I think I mean, I agree with you in the sense that like the nutrition side of things is the hardest thing. And I think that's also like, that's everybody, right? Like, me and Tyler were just talking about this at work the other day of like people that say that, oh, like, oh, hey, I need to go for walks before I go to the gym. Like, it's kind of, that is a methodology of thinking. It's not right, in my opinion. Like, if you go to the gym, but also if you don't know what the hell you're doing, right, then you're going to feel like, oh, I can't do it. But we all know that nutrition is like, the staple. Like if you get your shit dialed in nutrition wise, the gym kind of comes easy, so to speak,
Mhm.
right? And then even
Or what
for
you do in the
us,
gym shows.
Mhm.
yeah, you see it a lot
Yeah.
faster. And I
Right.
think at the end of the day that when people look at my opinion and my perspective, but when I feel like I've said this before, humans are designed to do hard things, some harder than others, but when we're talking nutrition and working out, I feel like deep people default to going, oh, well, if I could just get my fitness in order and do that, because that's hard, because I don't have this, that, and a third, then I can work on the nutrition later. Even though the nutrition is probably the hardest of them all. Like at the end of the day, working out is not difficult. It's like go for a walk, right? Do some squats, do some push-ups. You can
Yeah.
do them against the wall, you do whatever.
It's a couple
There's
hours out of your
variations.
day, tops.
Yeah, it's modifications galore. Even if you're doing modified exercise, you're still moving, right? It's something that everybody does, right? But if you are overweight or even not even overweight, when you get sick, like you're just not thinking about the nutrition. And the nutrition is the hardest thing. And nowadays, it's like, I mean, you could throw a stone or look at any reel if you're on social media of like, what is this? What is that? I mean, I talk about this all the time. The fear monger assholes that are out there in social media right now that are, walking around in the grocery store, shirtless and saying
Yeah.
ridiculous,
Never eat a
stupid
banana.
fucking things.
What's that? What?
Yeah, don't eat fruit. That's bad for you because of the sugar. Do you know what's in there? Like, it's just stupid shit. I saw
The
one the other day. It was like,
GMOs.
hey, don't touch the receipt paper if you're a male at the grocery stores because there's so much estrogen in that. And it's like, all right, buddy, get fucked, right? And it's just this idea. And then even same thing, right? It's like, oh, hey, organic, right? This food over here is organic, right? All that means is organic pesticides, but they're going to charge you even more. So then when you think that you're eating healthier because you're eating organic, it's not actually true. It's not like it's grown any differently. It's just used a different pesticide, and now you're going to charge even more. So then people are like, well, eating healthy is expensive, and oh, I
Okay.
can't do that. And
So
nowadays, like
Yeah.
everything's fucking
Like
expensive.
the whole
So
genetically modified craze.
yeah, so
Coming to
it's just this
find
whole
out,
thing of
and
like
they're
when, and then so now you're already struggling to make a change because nutrition is tough, and you've got habits that are habits. I'm fully guilty of this. I talk about this all the time. I am that dog that if you put food in front of me, that doesn't know how to stop eating. So if you put wings and pizza in front of me, I don't know the stop point.
so
I will,
go.
yeah,
you got
I'll
that
just eat.
So
clean
go.
that clean plate club.
Yeah.
You gotta clean
Oh
that
yeah,
plate
Oh
before you
man.
get up away
that
from the
that's a
table.
that's a whole nother topic in itself.
Right.
But
And
so
Mikey eat
even though
everything.
I know that if I were to eat like a whole thing of salad first, I'm gonna feel full, but later on I'm gonna be hungry. I can still get that protein in later. So it's like I know all these things, but so we can be better at it. But yeah, when I'm sick, man, I ain't got it. And it's like, and right now trying to rely on a 6-year-old to help me when I'm sick when he's with me. Hey, go get me some
Yeah.
water. Appreciate it.
That's
And like,
dead.
yeah,
Yeah.
talk about
That's
being
dead.
dead. Like, I mean, that happened to me just a couple weeks ago. I was toast. So I feel like when people are talking nutrition, that can go to that sidecar and they just shove that to the side because one, a lot of people are not educated in it, or if you have some education in it, it's not.
Wild. It's wild to me, like how
Yeah.
fuzzy or unpresent education is towards nutrition. It's got to
Well,
be
the other
it's got to be
issue that I
complicated.
have,
There's like watch out and all these things. It's like you know what? Like if you, it
yeah, and that's
doesn't
the other
I
thing
feel
is like
like
there's so much of that fear
you
mongering that's happening, and then there's
gotta look
also
at
you
it.
got people that are dietitians and
You,
registered people, which I'm not knocking any of them, right? Like you went to school for this, you're a nutritionist, you're a dietitian, like props to you. You have that education, and I find sometimes that like those people are actually almost worse than your average meal. I mean, there's a client
yeah.
of another trainer's at the gym, and she was a bariatric patient. And she has a registered dietitian or nutritionist, I can't remember which one, but giving her like her calorie deficit, her
Oh
calorie
yeah.
total
I remember
is
this discussion.
is
Yeah.
just awful. Like taking 900 to 1100 calories per day, and then hey, only do Pilates or yoga. And this lady is in her 50s, and it's like we know, and the science is out there that you need to strength train, you need to lift weights, you need to do all these things, and with that, with muscle mass, you need to eat. Right
Yeah.
now,
And
do you
back
need to
to the
eat copious
90s.
amounts of food? No, but you do need to eat because living off of 900 1100 calories a day is only sufficient for so long, and if you're working out in strength training you're not fueling the body properly. But then it's like, oh, this dietitian is like, no, this is where we need to be, and I'm like, for what? Right? And
Probably
it's
Well,
like
trying to
that's
it
sell
should be
misleading the
this.
community.
tons of
Yeah, you
supplements.
should be able to
That's
eat
what.
what you want in
Exactly.
moderation, not this. Like I said, the fear mongers are like, don't eat
Yeah.
fruit, stay away from seed oils. I mean, you name it. It's like, oh, eggs
Exactly.
are bad for you, red
It's
wine
like
is bad for you,
you
caffeine
say,
is
And
bad for you.
I feel like what's already made it hard for nutrition already because you got pharmacy and big corporations in the mix, and now you like you said, Will, you got the added everybody wants to be right phase of social media. Everybody wants to have the argument.
They just want to
I
get
want to
that
say
clickbait
no.
shit.
Oh, eat that orange because orange is getting cancer. And like, wait, where'd you get that
yeah,
information? You seen one clip or you heard one voice, and it's like so. There's just so much misleading information around in a busy person's life. I can see why nutrition can be overwhelming for like your
It's
average person.
terrible.
Like you don't know which source to lean on. Who's telling me the truth? If my doctor's telling me this is true, so he can just get me to get on meds later, or the whole
Yeah,
GOP
your
one,
doctor
like
is telling you
do
that it's
this.
bad and they're overweight and they're probably on the same goddamn meds and they're not taking care of themselves and they're getting paid a stipend for every single time they prescribe something bullshit. Like I
So
want to know like the doctors that have prescribed GLP-1 that got a fucking
yeah,
kickback. Like, how many
Man.
people got that shit in the beginning that they're like,
That's
"Let
gonna
me
come
get
out.
this."
You're asking for that episode too early, Will. That's coming out in
Yeah.
2035, man.
Right,
2035
right.
is gonna be all
Because
about
look, you see, I
GLPs,
just
man.
seen a discounted GOP one commercial. Now they got it a discount. I said,
Wow.
what?
That's
Yo,
because
first of all, it's
that
bad.
new
You
Ratuatide
know
is
it's
coming out.
bad when
Yeah.
South Park makes
Yeah.
an episode on it, and
Oh, yeah.
I will
Oh,
still
yeah.
preach. If you guys have not
Jimmy
watched
Fallon.
this episode, highly recommend it. It's fucking hilarious. It's South Park, and it's Cartman fights obesity. I tell you, it's
Right.
some of the funniest shit I've seen because they talk about the American health system and like how pain in the ass it is to get approved for anything, and then they end up buying all the ingredients on Amazon or the GLP stuff from India, and all the equipment from Amazon, and then they have all the cereal mascots are like the sugar mob bosses, like Captain Crunch is deranged, cuckoo. It's
Tony the
fucking
Tiger's coming after
hilarious.
you.
And like all the women of South Park are like finding the GLP at like illegal market, and they're having like these parties where somebody shows up with them and they're all injecting it into their it's fucking hilarious.
I gotta
Okay.
watch it.
It's
That's
a good
wild.
chunk of the
Was it
society. Is like,
Paramount just to watch it?
yeah, you know, it's
Okay.
I will say it was worth it. It was hilarious.
So-
Yeah.
It's like that's
I mean,
where
like,
we're at.
Because
if you
man,
get
that
some
conversation we
good-
had like a while back, like I started doing my studies and like everybody I see come in to do the scan that's GLP-1, fat loss is there, but muscle mass is non-existent now.
The
Yeah.
muscle mass is gone too. They're
Non-existent.
losing that
Yeah,
shit
it
like
is
crazy.
non-existent, bro.
Yeah.
And so
Yeah,
I try to give
sure.
them a warning, like, go ahead, Tyler. My bad, brother.
No, I'm just saying, like, yeah. With those GLP ones, like, I mean, trying to get people to get the right protein and actually do the strength training, I almost feel like you almost need like another peptide for like muscle growth or something to
Yeah.
accompany it. Like,
Yeah.
it's kind of
Exactly.
wild.
Well, I've heard
the effects and the counter effects, but I've also heard that the GLP ones are kind of generally dosed too high for most people and should be titrated to a much lower dose.
Exactly. Because like
Well,
the
and
argument I hear
you
is
know,
like my client's like, I know I need to eat protein, but I can't eat. Like I got these
they're
people
not
out like
hungry,
my hunger
and that's
suppressed.
the thing, right? So
I think it's
they
because their
know they
dose
need
is
to
too
eat.
high.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
know they need to eat. They're not hungry. So and then the other problem is like they get on the GLP, they don't actually fix the root of the problem, right? It's just like, hey, well, I'm not hungry anymore, so you don't fix any habits. So then when you get off of it, if you get off of it, right, which people should, it's like they gain all the weight back, and it's just terrible because they didn't change any of the deep habits, right? So
Yeah.
And that's what
I'd be
that's
all
what I try
for
to
a
work
good
on.
like microdose. Like if they had like a microdose option or something for people that was a little more
Yeah, but even
accessible.
then, it's like it's the same thing, right? Like you start off with a microdose, and then you see some results, or whatever the case is. You go with a bigger dose. I mean, I hate to say it, it's not the same. I will state that, but it's similar to when when I was a first responder, I would go on calls for drug overdoses for senior citizens. They weren't druggies. They just had chronic pain. And then they would take whatever painkiller
I
they
can see
had,
that.
and then it gets to the point where they build up a tolerance. Now it's not working. So they take more, and they take more. And over a
80
few years, all of a sudden they
milligrams or
overdose
something.
because they've taken so much. It's the same thing with GLP, right? In my opinion, people start off with certain things and they go whatever the dosage is, higher or less.
In the first place,
Yeah,
though, because
and
it's not
but at the same time,
necessarily.
if they were if they were just to like work on the habits and the mindset of what needs to take, and then have it in moderation, man.
Yeah.
But that's the problem.
be
Is nobody
so
has fucking
beneficial.
moderation. It's like, I mean, I'm
Yeah,
guilty
everybody-
of it
like
too.
Tyler
Sometimes
just
you put-
said,
like I said, you put
everybody
hot
want
wings
that
in front of
quick
me,
action.
you're gonna lose a hand.
Me too.
That's the thing with like a microdose GLP-1 or GLP agonist is like it can help you reach that satisfaction level quicker. And even the higher doses, but then the higher doses do kind of end up shutting off your like desire to eat or desire to like actually get nutrition in you. So like I think if you could just step that for certain people stepping that impulse back a little bit, and then like you're saying, Will, but it has to be coupled, I think, with
Man, I feel like, man,
not just exercise, but like probably some
I feel like, man,
therapy
that got to
for
come with like
your
some
mind,
mental
too.
coaching because like Like you said,
It should be a whole
just like
program.
like remember the whole craze when everybody was getting their stomachs stapled or tied back in the early 2000s. Remember
Bariatric
that
surgeries and
craze?
stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, everybody, they wanted that quick, and now and then people were dying because stomach bursting because they didn't fix the eating habit. As soon as they got off the suppressant or whatever the healer,
Back
they started eating
out.
heavy. Yeah, back at it, back
Now
legs,
they're
and now
not
your stomach
digesting
burst.
things properly. And,
Yeah.
I mean, I
So
used to
I feel
crack
like
up my dad ended up getting the lap band surgery, right? And it
I
did
remember that
wonders
too.
for him. Like he lost a ton of weight, and they put you on like this liquid diet for like 6 weeks, and and on the other hand, like my dad can't eat really, he can't eat steak anymore, and so like his gout is gone down, which is good. But I used to laugh because like my dad can only eat so much at a time, right? His stomach is shrink. There's a band around his stomach that prevents him from getting full. And this band back in the day, he doesn't do it as much anymore, really at all. But like he would go over to his friend's house in the neighborhood, and they would get high and have shots, and then this man is like killing junk food, just and like you name it, he's trying to eat it,
Yeah.
right? And I'm like, and then the next thing you know, he'd be on the toilet throwing up, and he's like, "Oh my god, this is terrible!" And I'm like, "Why would you do this to yourself?"
Yeah.
Like it's the same thing.
Insanity.
Like I get it, you're altered, I understand that, but
Yeah.
like you have this old habit of what you got you to where you used to be, and so I used to crack up. Like I said, he doesn't do it anymore, so that's hilarious. But it
Yeah.
was like for a while there was probably a good, like, I don't know, 3 months. Like I'd go see my
I like that.
parents. My dad would come back from his friend's house across the street, just fucked up.
well,
Right.
that's kind of like drinking if you didn't have a hangover as a punishment the next day. Like if you could just go out and get drunk and not have a hangover next day, like the impulse to not go out and drink would be a little
Oh
less.
yeah.
You know?
Do you know how many hangovers I've had in my entire life?
Oh, don't tell me you're one of those people, Will. I hate you.
Yeah, exactly.
Cool.
Now,
but I
It's
hate
like an alien. Yeah,
Here's the thing.
Hey,
Here's the thing.
now y'all can cancel him.
I
Cancel him.
had your hangovers for you, then you dick.
Hey,
You feel
it's
me?
not my fault. Your guys' metabolism sucks ass.
What?
Oh
and,
god.
Metabolism. Want to
so
talk about
no,
metabolism, Will?
huh?
And I'm so
Yeah.
metabolism.
Want to talk metabolism?
Yeah, that's right.
You
That's right.
metabolize alcohol better, baby.
That's right. Yeah, the cheeseburger is still sitting with me.
As a generous, hefty blow.
Yeah. No, so I have been hungover twice, maybe 3 times, but mostly twice. And one of them was so bad that it actually helped me down the road. So I've only blacked out from alcohol once. And it was this one night. I got the night told back to me. I thought I actually died at one point in time because I was in a dark room. Somebody opened the door and the light came on. There was a silhouette, and I was like, Jesus. Yeah, it was bad. And I only slept for like 3 hours and had to go to work the next day, so that was fun.
No, this is superhuman.
So yeah, we had the night told back to me. I was in rough shape the next day. I'm pretty sure when I woke up to go to work, I was still drunk.
Hey, can I say that's an
later
average
on,
drunk experience for me right there? What you're describing, that is an average. I wake up like, what happened?
Yeah, no.
That is an average.
Yeah, not me. So this was all new to me, and I'm like
tapered off
dying.
of that from the past, like past 10 years.
But since then, like
a slow
then
taper, but it's been tapered.
There was like a couple weekends after that weekend that I started to like. We were drinking, we're tying one off, and I remember just like I went to get another drink, and I just took a smell of what I was drinking. I don't even remember what it was, and I immediately like blacked out for a hot second, and I was like, "Ooh, nope!" And I literally threw the cup away, and I've never blacked out since. I had a bit of a hangover. I've had wine hangovers,
Switch to some water,
but yeah, I don't. But ever since then, I'm like, oh yeah, no, I don't get them anymore. So haven't had one in years.
All right.
So
to rein us back in.
I know.
Here.
Tangent
our tangents.
Yeah, so
I need a little horn to press over here. I'm about to buy wood.
I'm gonna give you all the editing, the exposures, cue, and you can just fucking do it yourself.
Category timers.
I need one at the moment. I need like a little buzzer.
So
See how come across the screen.
see, look, it's happening again. Fuck.
Yes, sir. All right. Reel us back in, Tyler. Reel us back in, brother.
My thing, okay. I think it's nutrition's easier once you find a way to get locked in, right? Like if you've been at the gym, you've been working out, you got your food's energizing you, you feel good, you sleep better, your workouts are better. Like all that stuff, you're all locked in, right? But like what's the step? What's like a quicker way to get yourself into that locked in position? And then once you're in it, like how do you put up like your your bubble, your elbows? Like how do you start like is I mean, you can't stay locked in if like, oh, Friday night hits, you go out to like, okay, you can have a beer, but then somebody orders the nachos and then all this stuff. Like, what's your I stay locked in because of blank?
Man, I was thinking about that earlier when we was talking about it, like to provide a solution to it or to like attempt. Like I stay locked in is like my only way, like is to like make it part of my routine. Like if I know myself and I know I want to be dialed in on nutrition this week, I got to treat it like a child's appointment on my calendar. Like today, these days, I'm gonna lock in like how we're gonna eat that day, or I'm gonna start pre-thinking about it. So when I go, it starts with the grocery shopping. I'm gonna make sure like, okay, we're going in. Let's at the grocery shop. Okay, this week I know there's about 10 dentist appointments coming up between the next 3 weeks. Doctor this, I got this. So I'm like, we're gonna have to eat on the go. So now let me make sure that easier, because anytime you have anything that's gonna mess up time, if you got to, this today's society, everybody's busy, whether you're a full family or a single person. Like if you have anything throw your day off by 30 minutes, you kind of tank the day. So I kind of feel like nutrition, like people, you leave your lunch on the counter because you're rushing. Like try to like give yourself that time to preemptively plan for the next day. Like you're planning nutrition not today, for the next day. And I feel like that keeps me locked in. So I keep getting that feel good feeling like, okay, bam, I did this. I had to work out all today. And I ate this calories and ate my lunch. I look at my bag and see that I didn't leave it in the work refrigerator, that I ate it. Like, because
you see those 2 bowls of carrots?
Yeah.
2 bowls of carrots.
Me and I didn't need bugs help this time. Nah, but
I'm gonna blend up a whole bag of carrots for you in like a Vitamix too. Just bring you in a shake one day.
We're gonna get everybody at work to bring you a fucking bag of carrots every day. That's
put it in a hat, like a straw.
Hey, had Max walking over there with his buddy after he was rocking it. I mean, look, that'd be my celebration. That'd be like I said my way, that I attack nutrition. Like try to get ahead and make it part of your routine. So that way.
Yeah, I agree with that. I mean, I think that the other thing is just like, don't beat yourself up. But if you make a mistake, it's totally fine to make a mistake, right?
Pivot.
Don't dwell on it. Don't go, oh shit. Like you said, Tyler, like, oh, hey, it's Friday night. I can have a beer or two or whatever, and then somebody orders nachos. Like, it's not the end of the day, right? Follow a plan as best you can, not like specifically what you're eating, but for 5 days a week, like, hey, I'm going to be on a deficit. I'm going to be more mindful of these things. And if I did these things, then I can enjoy life's little pleasures of beer, nachos, whatever the fuck it is, right?
But guess what you can do Saturday morning, right? You can eat your protein rich.
What was it? What the fuck is his name? Oh, shit, I can't remember. Anyways, if you're in a calorie deficit, if you're tracking your macros and stuff like that, say you're 2,500 calories per day, and one day you go over to 3,000, right? It's not the end of the world. Like, people beat themselves up for it. But then what you do is you take whatever you went over. So now I'm over 500 calories for that day. Take that and divide it by 5 and take that off each day. So maybe I'm only losing 100 extra calories. So now I'm at 2,500. Now I'm at 2,400.
I think I've seen that guy.
You know what?
Maybe
Each day.
And so now we're not killing ourselves because it's like, oh God, I had a cheat meal, right? I talk about this all the time. It's like protein prepping. That's the thing for me. I didn't do it this week, but like last Sunday, man, I made a whole bunch of protein. It got me through the whole week. And there were a couple of times on my way home, picking up the boy, whatever the case is, I was like, oh, you know what? I could stop and get a McDonald's. And I was like, nah. I got chicken, I got pork chops, whatever the case is, the house, and stuff like that. I think when people it's easy to default to a fast food or a quick lunch, but if you're having it, like,
Yeah,
let's
on the go.
celebrate the small wins, right? Like you
Always.
talked about a Q
And
of like prepping ahead, right? Well, let's take one step further. If you're going to take your lunch, right, make sure that your lunch is visible for you to grab so you don't forget it. Supplementation,
exactly.
right? Like I'm terrible at times of taking it because I put it in the cupboard thinking, oh, well, this is my supplement cupboard. And then half the time I don't even get into it.
That.
Like if you've been to my house, I have a shelving system right outside my bedroom in my laundry room right now that has all of my damn supplementation. So as I'm walking to the kitchen, I have to pass that thing and I grab it.
You know where I
and
keep mine? Right by the coffee. I got to see it.
Yeah, or
I
you know,
gotta
like
see
I said,
it.
that works too. Like finding whatever system that works for you.
Exactly.
Even when you're sick, right? So at the end of the day, it's like we're all human. People struggle with the nutrition the most because I think honestly it's the most difficult thing because it's massive change, or we have the guilt because I ate like shit or I ate this and I shouldn't have had that. If you're working with a trainer, I can't tell you how many times my clients have said one way or another, like they did not tell me what they actually ate. I don't care. Like if you ate a whole pizza, I might make a snarky comment, but I don't care, right? I like,
let's bounce
hey,
back.
but don't feel bad either. Don't starve yourself. You still got to eat the things. And all three of us know that like when you're working out and you're building muscle and you're getting lifting, you're going to eat more, right?
Yeah.
Not a lot, but it is going to go up. And I think a lot of people think that like, I mean, you and I have a shared client that we know that she does not eat, and it is the bane of my existence forever.
Yeah, oh man, I'll be telling her.
And
I already know when I was
she
saying
doesn't
that. I was
drink
like, look, you're
water,
working out for
but then wants to lose a ton of weight. But it's like you're not even eating to fuel your body, so you're sabotaging right now.
Yeah, the work.
So
the work your body's using the muscle straight for the energy source. So now you want to build that glute. It's not getting you. And like I try to tell my clients,
well, what do we know?
Like
We're not
saying,
experts.
Like, no. And I tell them, like you said, man, nutrition is a process. Treat it like your workouts. It's a process. You know, you're not going to get that perfect form on the first squat. You give yourself the leniency. So, and I just tell them, take the small wins, like you just said, in the nutrition, man. Like I heard you say before, man, if you're eating that 70-30 ground beef, just let yourself light up to that 80-20. Once your palate builds up, go to the 90-10. And now we're
First of all, anybody eating still 70-30.
Like, be surprised.
I'm sorry. I gotta put a stop to that right now. If you eat 70-30 ground beef, we gonna have a conversation.
Hey, we did. Hey, I went to somebody's house, man, like 2 weeks ago. They're making spaghetti. I looked at the ground beef. I was like, ooh, spaghetti. Then I just looked, all that fat just started drizzling. And to the point where the beef is swimming in the fat.
No. Absolutely
eat
not.
the side salad today. Thai salad for me, please.
Yeah, like I'm good at
you're not gonna straighten that at all, huh?
I'll go like
it's got some spaghetti sauce on that. Okay.
Like I'll hit the 80-20.
That's
most of the time
it's
like it's that 90-10. But I also don't eat a lot of red meat anymore, so I eat mostly turkey. But still, every once in a while. But since I don't make it often, I gotta remember. So even with the 80-20, I was making spaghetti or tacos. I'm like, yeah, and I'm like, oh fuck, I gotta strain this shit.
God damn it, fat bubbling.
Yeah.
So that's I gotta tell my people, like, give you a grace, because like you said, when you put too much emphasis on nutrition, you shut it down. Like you mess up one day, you kind of sabotage the week if you go with that mindset.
You're just like, I'm done. I don't want to do this.
I already messed up today, so I'm just gonna eat this tomorrow. Me a bunch of cookies Wednesday. So like, if you don't overemphasize it, man, and just accept, like, hey, this is the plan for today. If I get 90%, 80% of this diet in a day, I did great. Like you just said, like, I like that. It was worded beautifully. Like, you win, and I'm good, then I'm better than the last day. And because I noticed when I did that, like you said, I would tank the week, bro. And then I'm going overboard because I'm discussing with myself. Now I'm eating a little bit more. Now I got the negative fat. You must eat that too. You already ate that. You must eat that too. You know, that voice in your head.
And then you got friends like you assholes, like, I don't know, Tyler. It's like, I'll just bring you pizza and mac and cheese, you fucker.
Sabotage me like that shit.
Yeah, seriously. He did say he was going to sabotage. I think it's on air. He's like, there's a company called mac and cheese and Chick-fil-A. Fuck off. Actually, if you want to bring me Chick-fil-A, I will take grilled chicken nuggets and the mac and cheese bowl, and it's like 500 calories
I
and
seen
40
that.
grams of
I
protein.
seen that. That gotta go out and make like food and make it like calorie. Yeah, I seen that.
So
Nope.
that's on my wish list.
Nope.
And-
It'd be fried chicken from Safeway or something instead.
oh nope.
With-
See,
with
first
their-
of all, we already
with
talked
their,
about
like,
this. With
I
my
mean,
gallbladder being gone, I will shit everywhere.
That's your diet plan.
Yeah, yeah.
It's in and out, in and out. You know.
Hey, I already told you when I got sick just a couple
Moment on
weeks
the
ago.
lip.
I probably
That's all you get.
I probably dropped like 7 pounds that weekend. I was fucking
Yeah.
deathly ill.
Yeah.
But
All gallbladder, baby.
yeah, at the end of the day, if you're struggling with nutrition, don't beat yourself up with it. Take the small wins, compound them throughout the week, right? If hey, if you do go to McDonald's, right, don't get the French fries, get like the fruit or whatever the case is, get a salad.
Share the fry with your lover. Share the fry
Yeah,
with your drink. Right.
just be mindful of those things, making healthier decisions. And you can eat at fast food, you can eat other places, and still have a healthy lifestyle because you're still in moderation. We're not, if you're eating Jack in the Box 3 times a day, like that's not going to be good for you. You know that, so make that change. And easier said than done. I get it. But at the end of the day, as we age, we know that like inflammation is huge, and if your joints hurt and it's you lack of energy, lack of sleep, as I'm drinking my third vodka seltzer.
Seltzer though, because that could have been 2 vodkas and cranberries.
It's got fruit
How
juice.
much?
I don't even know how much is in here.
Yeah, probably
I
like
mean, like
6% or something.
It's 100 calories, people. It's 100 calories, so we're good.
it's one of my shots right there. Damn it, Bobby.
And it was on sale. That's why I bought it. So anyways, yeah. Basically, even if it is in the sidecar, it's important to do, but you don't need to kill yourself and beat yourself up for when you have a bad day of nutrition, when you're not feeling great. At the end of the day, the more vegetables you eat, the more whole foods you eat, the better you're going to feel for fat loss, whether it be muscle gain, whether it be for cardio, whatever the case is. The food fuels
exactly. And understand it's a process, man. Try to make it an enjoyable process, man.
Yeah,
Your funny jokes there's funny food creators for healthy foods on Instagram. Like I do that way. I sit there and I watch them. If I'm beef and I'm gonna enjoy it, like, okay, when we cooking this, we're gonna eat healthy this style, Eat some grace, man. As Will said, like Tyler said in the beginning too, revisit it. If you make that take on Wednesday, revisit it. Okay, I got the next 3-4 days. Let me focus on this. Make sure I get these calories in for that. And like I said, it's just a process, man. Like, because we're still figuring out. We've been in some, like I said, we've been in the game for a long time. We've been in for life. There's still ways to pivot to make it work for you.
Don't throw a number out there. Don't.
I didn't say that. I was saying, I just said most of life. I love the big broad, but wealth of it, and you can tell it from you've seen it all. Y'all have seen it all. You said it all. Back when it was just iron plates only.
What is that? What is that? Hold on. Did you see how many calories this was? It's 100.
Yeah. It's the same as mine. It's got 100 right there. Boom. I think, small changes. Don't try to change your whole lifestyle all at once. If you can avoid fast food, it's probably a good idea. If you have to have it, moderation, right?
Yeah.
A good protein before you eat. Like if you can do a protein shake before you, if you're going to eat a meal that you might struggle with, good idea. You'll probably eat a little less.
Yeah. Other things to think about, like more fiber, right? Get more fiber in your diet.
Keep that flowing.
Beans and lentils, right? I don't know. I mean, I know the trend right now is like all this shit with cottage cheese. And if you get down with cottage cheese, man, more props to you. I can't eat it straight, but I'm willing to try like a recipe with it, blended something. But you just give me a bowl of cottage cheese with some salt or some pepper and some fruit, I'm going to throw it at you. I swear to God. My grandmother used to eat cottage cheese with black pepper.
And like a peach or a pear or something in it.
Jeff for Fresh Prince toss out, bro.
No, thank you. I see a lot of
I've seen that too.
Dude, I don't know. I could fuck with some cottage cheese. That was in my house.
I'm not surprised.
I don't know.
So look, his defense, it's the polished palate. That's what Tyler's coming from.
Fuck all that. Give it defense shit. Fuck all that shit. You
I
are
heard your
fucking
back,
full
man.
of shit, Q.
Yeah,
Damn you.
yeah,
Don't know. I'm calling your ass out too. You're not gonna be like, in
Polished
his defense, it's a polished palate. Fuck
Oh
off.
man,
No.
I've gone
No.
deep down the rabbit holes of like Whole30 and paleo and
Oh yeah.
being
You
all
had to
dialed in
experiment.
on all sorts of stuff. Like, just eating, I used to not like sauerkraut. Actually, I really like it now. Like certain things that I didn't like before, you do kind of develop a taste for them, especially if you feel good and you kind of start to incorporate, like, oh, shoot, I've been eating this thing that I didn't used to like, but actually I feel great. Like your body
Right.
kind of, I feel like your body starts like almost asking for it, or like it's like
Yeah, I mean,
salad
I'm not
or spinach or whatever it is. Like if you're not eating healthy, or like leaning on like nutrient dense foods, and you're more used to like eating like more carb heavy, sugar heavy type foods, like you don't crave the green
right.
salads and you don't crave the broccoli.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But if you lock into some of that more nutritious stuff and then you try to like veer away from that and you have like a Reese's or something, I'm like, that wasn't it, like. But if I'm
It
kind
don't
of
hit the
away from
cravings the
that,
same. I noticed
if I'm
that.
away from that lifestyle and then I eat like a Reese's cup, I'm like, ooh.
Yeah.
So
No.
like there's
No, I
something
get
to
it. I
like
mean,
get locked in,
I
right?
dove into the whole 30 for a hot minute, and then the plant based as well.
Mhm.
If you ever curious about it, like watching the documentary, The Game Changers, changed my life for a little while. And I mean, I was
That
already like stop eating red meat for a while,
that
but
one
I
destroyed
there's a
me.
reason why. Yeah, there's a reason why I don't eat much red meat anymore is because of that documentary. Just because of my health issues. So I mean, yeah, I know you crave like the healthier things. However, I ain't craving no goddamn cottage cheese because there ain't
Yeah.
no goddamn
Yeah.
refined
You're
palate.
just
And
not doing it right,
Yeah.
Will.
you know what? And I will say this, and this is my perspective, and it can be 1,000,000% wrong, but all the people that I see making recipes with the cottage cheese, I don't know. They don't have a lot of tint to their skin, so I'm just not. They don't have a lot of melanin. I'm just letting you
Melanin and
know.
pigment.
I will say
And
it
just
makes
like
it
I
to my
was,
fridge like once every like 6 months, so it's not
and I was
there.
proven wrong
But
that somebody said
yeah,
minorities do hunt, and I knew that. So I'm just
yeah.
saying I don't know of any brown folk that like cottage cheese outside of maybe my mom. She probably does, but and like I said, I'm willing to be wrong, and you guys can come at me for the comments all you want. I don't
Yeah.
care. I'm just saying
Mhm.
So
I'm not
I
going to
second
eat
him
cottage
on that
Yeah.
cheese
motion.
You're
by
gonna
itself.
catch
I will mix it
Hey,
and
Greek
blend it with
yogurt.
something.
Yeah.
Control.
Yeah,
Yeah, Greek yogurt's
y'all
gonna be in
hated
my
on
fridge a
me.
lot more than cottage cheese. I get
Yeah,
it,
see,
but
but look, I can fuck some
yeah,
Greek yogurt. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Yogurt is
You know,
different.
yeah.
Yogurt
yeah,
is way
cottage cheese.
different than cottage cheese.
Not by
Yeah,
much.
yeah,
Not by
yeah.
much.
You lost me over
No,
there.
no, it's vastly different.
Yeah.
Like,
Hey,
Not by much.
yeah, I second.
It was just a little
no, you will
chunky.
not convince me otherwise. I don't even give a shit if you put the
It's
science
like
in front of
smooth
me.
peanut butter versus chunky peanut
Right.
butter. Will, it's like, there's not a big
No,
difference.
I know, right? Hey, don't say it like that. Don't say it like that.
you are fucking blasphemy for that shit. That is not the
Yeah.
same. You
Yeah,
simple fuck.
I didn't need that visual. I didn't need that visual. The Chucky and the
Every time you
If
get some
anybody
chunky peanut
agrees
butter,
with
now you're like,
Tyler
oh.
that it's smooth peanut butter and chunky peanut butter, you guys are sadistic. That's fucking wrong on so many levels. What did I have? I used to have a guy that I used to work with. He said like sour cream and cottage cheese. He's like, yeah, I don't do it. I don't do spoiled milk. I was like, ooh, that's a good point. Nope.
It's probably,
right.
but like, it's probably better for you though.
Yeah.
As I stated, I will try a recipe with blended cottage cheese just for the shits and giggles.
Hey,
But
it's
I
one
saw
of
one where
those
they
you
made,
can't
like,
tell me
some,
though.
like,
And you can't
pudding
tell
out of
me
it,
that it's
too.
in there. You gotta wait until I try
Yeah.
it. Because if you tell me, I'm
Okay.
just gonna automatically assume I tasted the BS. You know what I mean? Like,
well,
hey,
hey, I will say I made a meatloaf back in the day, had no meat in it, and I fooled a whole house of firefighters. They were like,
Just 100%
"Fish."
loaf, huh?
Yeah.
let's go. Let's go.
That's my dad joke for
That's
the
the
day.
get back right there.
Oh my god. He said, "Mic drop,
Let's
I'm
go.
fucking out."
Yeah, that definitely
So-
was
Will
that
just dropped a full loaf at the fire station.
one. You feel me?
I mean,
Hey, nicely done, sir. The timing was impeccable on that play.
it was good. That was
He
good.
slid.
I got nothing to say about it. I can't even talk shit
He
about it. That was
slid.
solid.
Yeah, he
That was
slid.
solid. So, all right, we could go on and on and on. So we'll call it a
Yes, you
good
know we
day for
can.
that. So
It's been a
great
long morning.
conversation, folks, gentlemen. We appreciate you tuning in as we do every week. We have say this all the time. We're very grateful that the three of us got together and we started doing this, and it has been a fucking blast.
Yeah.
And it's really cool to hear people come to us, whether you're giving comments or in person. I know I've got a few clients that listen to it and they love to give me their feedback as well. So we appreciate that. Thank you for the support. If you don't, you can follow us on YouTube, DadStrong253, Instagram, and Facebook. Also, we're all, if you're just listening to us, Spotify and Apple is where you can find us. Dadstrong253.com is our website that you can go to. You can find out where to find
Tap
us.
in.
Listening, there are links for that. There's also links for our coaching page. So once again, if you're interested in coaching online, whether you want to participate in a 12-week challenge or you want more individualized coaching, please reach out to us and we can provide all that. We have the systems all laid up. And hopefully next week we will put this on there as well. We are going to be brand ambassadors for a healthier cookie dough snack for you. So I'm gonna put this out there. So if you haven't seen it, the brand is called Deutsch. It's whatever it is, but we're gonna be making a video, so the three of us are gonna be trying this. It's supposed you can eat it raw or you can make it into cookies. They are healthier. It's gluten free,
I'm looking
low
forward to this
sugar.
one.
So we should be getting that this week, and we'll put that out there. And then if you go to our link in bio, you can find our code and you can place your order as well. Really reasonable. I got 4 containers for about $25, $30. So because you get 20% off when you use our code, which
That's
our
not
code
bad.
is DadStrong253. So
You know what? And if it's awful, I'm going to let you know too. So
yeah, if it's
Yeah.
terrible, we're going to tell you
know,
as well. Like,
gonna
we're
keep
not
it
going to sit
100.
here just because we're not getting. I mean, if you order, we'll
Right.
get paid for it. But if
Gotta
you
keep
don't
it a
order
buck.
shit, we're not getting paid for it. So,
Yeah, so
we're just going to give you the
with you.
yeah, we're going to keep it. Exactly. Oh, wow, I almost repeated that line. I was like, let me not
Keep it
do
a
that.
buck. Keep it a
Jesus Christ.
buck.
Yeah, seriously.
Let's go.
Keep it a dough. No,
Keep it a
I mean, it is cookie dough.
we'll
Oh,
have one.
oh.
Yeah, keep it a dough, man.
I don't know. We'll figure it out. So stay tuned for
Yes, sir.
that. Once again, as
Always good.
stated, we are grateful and appreciate any and all support that you guys give us. This has been a blast, and we're going to keep it going. So we're going to end
Appreciate
with
you
some more
guys.
jokes and call it a day. So
I'm going to hell for this next one too.
I'm going to start it
Let's
off
get
with
it.
this one. So I got a friend and he
Alright.
thinks he's really smart. And he told me an onion is the only food that makes him cry. So I threw a coconut at his face to test it.
Fucking.
All right.
Oh, like this. Say less. Okay.
Hmm.
All right. 2 cannibals are eating the clown. One looks at the other and says, "Does this look funny to you?"
All right.
I know. Tell me,
All
say,
right.
people are like,
Okay. So don't get mad at me for this one, but
well, get it.
Oh, they're
Did
getting
you
mad
hear
because you.
did you hear the joke about the baby with cancer? It never gets old.
Oh. Nice.
Some things you just
Oh,
shouldn't
Yes.
joke about, but
that was a good one. My son would enjoy the fuck out of that. He's a dark humor fanatic, man.
yeah,
I lost my job.
Oh, what is the difference between Tiger Woods and Santa Claus?
down the hole in one.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, bag of.
Santa stops after
Lord.
3 hoes.
Oh, I know.
I mean, now that's more of that needs to be a DUI joke somewhere along the line.
Hey, look, I got one. Hey, so we just found out Grandpa's now addicted to Viagra. Nobody's taking it harder than Grandma. That's good.
That's good. That's good. Nice.
People, stop elephant poaching. everyone knows the best way to eat an elephant is grilled.
That's it.
It's a nutrition
Let's
joke
see
right there,
here.
right?
There you go.
I kind of slid in there.
It's topical.
Oh, I'm not going to say that one. That's a terrible joke.
See,
actually- it
some of
is.
them.
No, this was actually
you
like
got to.
it's actually terrible. Like I would want to kick my own ass if I said that out loud.
Okay,
so,
okay, that's fair. That's fair.
Yeah.
All right, so it's okay if your phone autocorrects fuck to duck. You still using foul language.
Oh, these are all still the fucking. Yeah, damn it.
All right. So this is different people saying things, right? So wife, I'm pregnant. Husband,
Let's
hi,
go.
pregnant. I'm dad. Wife, no, you're not. Oh.
Okay.
Not the right time to put a dad joke.
All right. I'm going to go with this one. A black Jewish boy runs home from school one day and asks his father, Daddy, am I more Jewish or more black? The dad replies, Why do you want to know, son? Because a kid at school is selling a bike for $50, and I want to know if I should talk him down to $40 or just steal it.
Oh no, the lines, they're getting blurry. What do we do? What do we do?
Oh, God.
I went for a 2-for-1 on that one.
Oh. If anybody's getting
All right.
canceled, it's going to be me this episode, I swear to God.
Oh man,
Yeah, you've been jumping out good today.
God,
man.
you know what? You're bringing out the dark side.
It'll be like episode 50. People will be commenting. They'll be like, oh, but did you see episode 10?
Yeah.
That episode, though. Yeah.
They're tame right now, but episode 10, they decided to go off the fucking rails. Yeah.
These guys are such good role models. Like, oh, no.
Be like, and we will say that we do not say these jokes around the kiddos. So
Yeah,
I know
that's
last
true,
week
that's
my
true.
son was in the area, but he's not this time around. So
He's at the
Kid
selective
free.
hearing stage, so we're good. My mom used to say that was a phase.
no, you
so
missed it, Q,
I'll
because
put that on
last week
kids.
my son decided he was playing the tablet, and then the table that's behind me, he just decided to bring his tablet behind me, kind of sat behind me, and then he was like, I was like, you need to leave, and he was like, no, but I just want to be in the same room with you, and I was like, oh, you're adorable. No, you can't.
Yeah.
Shit's about to go down.
He's making his guest appearance.
And then he did come on if you watch the episode from last week, if you watch it, you get to see my son. He comes in and says hi to everybody at the very end of the episode. So,
Oh, that's dope. Little Will.
And now he's going to be famous. So, or people are going to be like, I know your dad. He's a racist fuck. No, just kidding. That I am not.
That guy.
Yeah, I am not racist. I have a color TV.
All right. On that note, everybody.
I'm just kidding, world. I'm just kidding.
Hold on.
If it's a black and white TV, it wouldn't count Will.
Yeah, I got one for the
What is
delegation.
the thing? Have you seen those videos? It was like, hey, the white delegation is willing to give up, bring back this phase, but we asked for the black delegation to bring back this phase.
That was a racial draft on like the Chappelle Show back in the day. Like,
Yeah. I had
you guys can have.
I found a picture back in the day that was like, oh, the world needs to be more like a panda. And I was like, what the fuck? And it was like, they're white, they're black, they're Asian, and they're chubby. It was like, yes, facts.
Touche.
That is why the panda is my spirit animal. And anybody says otherwise can get fucked. So,
all right, gentlemen.
Right.
It's time
all
to go.
right. Well, I appreciate everything, everybody. Thank you for tuning in. This is our 10th episode. Holy shit. It's going by super fast. A fucking 10. Like I said, I am grateful and honored to be around these two yahoos and the fact that we work together and we continue on going forward. Really appreciate it. So once again, dadstrong253.com. You can find all of the links to find us and follow us on all things social media, Spotify, Apple, YouTube, the works. And if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out. If you have any jokes or dad wins or fails, please send them as well. We would love to hear from them. Until next time, we are out and we'll see you on the next one.
See you.